Hey guys, this is Brittnee Bond, and today I want to talk to you about how to speak up for yourself and set your boundaries and be in your authentic self, but also do it with love, because this is something that I've had a really hard time doing as an empowered, independent woman, being able to speak up for myself and also be calm and confident about it. So this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. This is a new segment I'm going to start doing called Monday Morning Musings, and I think it's just cool to let you know where I'm at in the world, what I'm up to, and some things that I've been thinking about. So right now I'm in Williamsburg at a beautiful co-living space. I guess it might be Bushwick, but it's called Lightning Society, and if you don't know what Lightning Society is, you should look them up. They're such a cool community. They also do events here, so even if you're not staying here but you're coming through New York, you should definitely hit up Lightning Society. Today I'm on my way to Egypt, which is so exciting. There's a co-living space there that wants me to come do promotions for them, and it's like in the Sahara on an oasis, and so I'm going to go to Cairo for a couple days, check out some pyramids, maybe ride a camel. I don't know. Is that ethical? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I will be in Egypt for a month, and then I'm going to South Africa for a month, Africa Burn, I'm also organizing a remote work conference in South Africa with some amazing people there, George and Nate. So I'm excited to do all of these things. And yeah, so jumping into today's segment, man, this has taken me so long, because for most of my life, I felt that I wasn't able to speak up for what I wanted. I was raised in a very conservative religion. I got married when I was 18, and I just assumed that like my priorities in life, what I wanted in life, wasn't as important as everyone else, or I needed to, as a woman, make sure everyone else was okay before I was okay, before I went after what I cared about. So that meant me constantly running around hustling, trying to make everyone else feel better, make sure that they're taken care of, and then like the little bit of space or time left, I would do my creative things or, dream about traveling. It was very sad, looking back on it, and I don't want you guys to do that. So that's why I'm telling you that some of the things that really helped me was connecting with myself and figuring out what I wanted, because we spend so much time on social media, we spend so much time consuming videos, we spend so much time with our friends, listening to their opinions and what they think is okay or what's good. But like, how much time do we actually spend with ourselves? So how much time do you spend a day writing and journaling? Journaling has been my best friend. I don't go anywhere without my journal. You'll see me on the subway journaling, you'll see me on an airplane journaling. Just any random moment I have is like my time to check in with myself. And then I'm going to pass on an exercise that someone gave to me last week that has really helped. And it is doing 5 minutes of dancing. So go into a space where no one's going to see you, you're not going to be interrupted. Just completely get in your body. And this girlfriend of mine told me this. She was like, just make shapes, dance, do whatever it feels to like get inside your body. And then immediately go into 5 minutes of free flow writing. So like just put a timer on for 5 minutes. Does not matter what comes out, just like anything that comes to your head, just stream of consciousness writing. And then immediately go into 5 to 10 minutes of meditation, which is just like closing your eyes and sitting with yourself and seeing what pops up, because maybe something you wrote about triggered something that made you realize what you cared about something. And meditation for me used to be very stressful because I'm a perfectionist, and I used to think like, oh my God, I need to do it right, which is, I wouldn't look at it like this in this situation. This is like just your time to just sit with your thoughts and think like, what do I think about this? Do I like this? Is this important to me? And then from there, you'll get really clear on what you want. And then the next step about speaking up for yourself is, talking to your family, talking to your friends, talking to your work, talking to your partner about the things that you care about, and in a very calm and confident way, saying like, these are my needs, this is what I recognize that I want to work on, this is how you can support me. This is so important, because so much of my life I've spent wishing and hoping that people would support me in a way that felt good to me, but I didn't communicate to them what that meant. And so they were like running around thinking that they're helping me or supporting me, and I'm just like, oh, there's this big deficit, or like having expectations that weren't being realized without really, I don't think I was even conscious about that. And I don't want that for you guys. So it's very, very powerful to be like, hey, this is this is something I recognize I'm trying to work on, like I want to set aside more creative time for myself, and this is how you can support me. Like if I'm in my office, or if I'm, the first 90 minutes of every morning is going to be my creative morning. So if you could just like let me have that without interrupting me, like that's so powerful, man. Like that is such a game changer. And you'll see how much you start respecting yourself more. You start caring about what you think about more about yourself, and your inner voice becomes stronger, and then your creative process becomes stronger, and then everything you do in the world becomes bigger and more impactful for yourself and others. So in the long run, it's like you're basically showing up for yourself and building yourself up so that you can go out there in the world and build everyone else up, which is such a magical, amazing thing. And I'll leave you with something that I have learned over the years, but also just really been focusing on lately, is we have so much more control over our reality than we realize. And what that means is like, something bad could happen and we could take it as like, oh my God, this is terrible, and like this means something this, and this is negative. Or we could flip it and be like, okay, what is the universe trying to tell me? Or like, what opportunity is here for me? So I'll give you an example. I was in Rio last week, and I was trying to make it back to Thailand because some of my friends were having a wedding party on the islands, and it was like all of our friends from around the world were meeting up there. It was very exciting. We were going to go scuba diving and do all these fun islandy things. And my plane, I didn't make it on my plane. So for various reasons, I won't go into them, I couldn't make my flight, and I was devastated. I was like crying at the airport, and just kind of just like, what do I do now, And so I thought, okay, I could be in Rio and be really sad, or I could go to New York for a week and see all of my friends there. I have some work I can do there, and just like move, like keep things moving. So that's what I did. I got on the plane, I came to New York, and I've had such an amazing week here in New York. Very unexpected. Everyone's like, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were going to come back so soon, because I was here last month. But it's been so nice, and I wouldn't take it back, Of course, I would have loved to have been on the islands. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that instead of having this reality that everything is not working and it's terrible or whatever, I have a new reality of like, wow, this is like an opportunity I didn't realize was going to happen, and I'm like so grateful for it. So that is my Monday morning musings. I hope this helps you to go out there and be bold and brave in whatever you're doing today, and just know that it's such an amazing day. It's like really warm here in Brooklyn and sunny. So for early March, we're all very excited about that. I myself am not used to being cold, so that's the reason why I usually live in Asia. So I'm grateful for that. And yeah, I want you to go out and do the thing that scares you today, but that you're really excited about. And that's the thing that I hope that you take from this video, to keep showing up for yourself, get connected to yourself, figure out what you want, and then speak up for that in a loving and calm and confident way. Okay, this is Brittnee Bond from Remote Collective. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Love you so much. Bye.